Hello, this is Jim Wright, and this is today's Minutes to Slim It. Let's face it, sometimes eating right is difficult. It's difficult when people around you are eating junk food. It's difficult sometimes when you're at the restaurant and you so badly want to order that chocolate lava cake. It's difficult sometimes when you go into the office and somebody brings in those big boxes of donuts. It's difficult. And sometimes the old diet demon comes after us and says, just give up. The Apostle Paul wrote a letter to a group of Jewish Christ followers who were really facing a lot of persecution. These people had come to believe that a Jewish carpenter named Jesus, was the Savior of the world. They based this belief on their research of the Old Testament scriptures, the life he lived, and ultimately his resurrection. But because they were Jews and they had placed their faith and trust in a man who had been crucified as a common criminal, many Jews did not like these new Christ followers. Many of these Christ followers lost their jobs. Many of them lost connections with their families. They were ostracized because of their faith in this Jewish carpenter who had been crucified. And so the Apostle Paul writes to them, he says, "Don't grow weary in well-doing, for in due season you will reap a harvest if you do not give up." He was encouraging them, don't give up. I know it's hard. I know you're being persecuted. I know you're losing your jobs. I know you're losing your family. But keep going, and in due season you will reap a harvest. The same is true in weight loss. I know it's tough. I know sometimes you get weary. I know you want to give up. But in due season you will reap a harvest if you do not give up. And someday you'll look back 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 pounds lighter, and you'll say, it was worth it because I didn't give up. And that's today's Minute to Slim It.